Hey guys, welcome back to part 3 of my 2013 fantasy football rankings. I'm Alex Wiesner, and today I'm going to give you my top 60 receivers entering next year. Like always, go to MrFantasyFreak.com. Here we are. Click on the rankings. It'll bring them up. Receivers. Start out with AJ Green over Calvin Johnson. Once again, people are going to say I'm crazy. I kind of see it. I like Cincinnati, but you can't go wrong. 3, 4, 5. Demaryius Thomas, Roddy White, Brandon Marshall. Another group of receivers that are interchangeable. I have Demaryius Thomas listed at number 3 right now. 24 years old. Peyton Manning is his quarterback. 6'3", 230 pounds. Biggest receiver Manning's ever had. So far this season, he's put up amazing numbers. Nobody really saw this. I remember entering the year, people were talking Eric Decker, Demaryius Thomas, who's going to be the number 1. It's clearly Thomas, and for that reason, next season he's going to go into the year as a top 5 guy. After the top 5, I had Larry Fitzgerald, Andre Johnson, both guys kind of the same, they're aging. Get to Fitzgerald in a second here. 8, 9, 10, Julio Jones, Victor Cruz, and Vincent Jackson. For Fitzgerald, his fantasy value is going to depend on who's the quarterback. Cobb, Skelton, whoever's in there right now, or Michael Vick. I think Michael Vick is a candidate to go to Arizona. If Vick goes to Arizona, Fitzgerald stays a top 10 guy. Otherwise, I might have to move him down 12, 13. Looking at the current 11, 12, and 13, Mike Wallace, Jordy Nelson, Marquise Colston. I like those guys as elite number 2 receivers. Each of them kind of has some concerns, obviously now. Jordy Nelson with the injury concern, and Mike Wallace with his contract. Where is he going to play next year? Good fantasy guys to have, but not number 1s. Really good number 2s, but not number 1s. Continuing down the list, Dez Bryant, Reggie Wayne, Percy Harvin. I like all of those guys next year. Solid number 2s, can't go wrong. Torrey Smith, my guy entering this year. Had all kinds of love for him in the preseason. Really put it together. Clearly Flacco's main guy, especially down the field. So he's a solid number 2 guy next year. Then we get to Eric Decker. I like Decker, like I said, but he's not Manning's number 1. But, of course, being Manning's number 2 is still a top 20 guy in the game. 19, 20, Dwayne Bowe and Mike Williams. For Dwayne Bowe, I think this is his final season in Kansas City, and I think he gets dealt or signs elsewhere. My prediction, Miami. I think he hooks up with Tannehill. Dwayne Bowe, 28 years old. Put together several solid seasons, really like him, but I'm not making him a number 1 guy. I see him as a low-end number 2 or a really good number 3. Depending, if he does go to Miami, that should increase his value. So we'll have to see, but right now he is number 19. Moving down the list, you see guys, Randall Cobb, Wes Welker. Where is Welker going to play? Nobody knows. Steve Smith, Greg Jennings recovering from the groin surgery. Lance Moore. Then we get to number 26, Pierre Garçon. Love this guy. He is RG3's number 1 receiver. Don't get fooled. He is the number 1 guy. 6 games so far this season, 23 receptions, 32 targets. He's been injured all year with a foot injury, but he comes back, puts together terrific games. Next season, he's going to be one of those guys that you draft him maybe in the 7th, 8th round, and he puts up top 20 production, maybe top 15. I think RG3 will regress, but Garçon should put up legit numbers, only 26 years old. Continuing down the list, see guys, Hakeem Nicks, Michael Crabtree, Stevie Johnson, the Philadelphia duo, Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin. And then you get into the 30s and the 40s, and you're looking at guys with a lot of upside, but there's always going to be some type of concern. Antonio Brown is in there, Brandon Lloyd, who somehow gets hundreds of passes thrown his way, he can only catch maybe like 5 of them. Malcolm Floyd, Danny Amendola in a PPR league, obviously his value is a lot higher. Cecil Shorts really broke out this season. See guys like Josh Gordon, who I'm relatively high on, I have him number 40. When you look down there in the 50s, you see guys, Justin Blackmon, James Jones, Jeremy Curley, really low-end options next season, late-round flyers really. But of the guys that are listed in my bottom 30, the one that has the most upside has to be Denario Alexander. With the Chargers, cut by the Rams at the end of the preseason this year, doesn't play with the Chargers for the beginning of the season. Then he's stepped it up over the past 4 weeks, putting up huge games, 134 yards, 96 yards, 74, and 102. He has 3 touchdowns in that span. He is one of the top receivers in that group of number 2s, as most people would consider the San Diego offense to be. I think Phillip Rivers could be dealt. I think Tony Romo, they might be able to switch spots. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is in San Diego as long as it's Rivers or Romo. Denari Alexander will be someone that you can consider a low-end number 3 receiver next year if you're a guy that likes to wait on receivers. So he has the most upside, and like always, you can go to the site, check out the article, give me your comments, or tweet me at awise28. Let me know your thoughts, and just go ahead and check out the site, man. And stay tuned for part 4. Take care of tight ends. And until next time, see ya.